And we're starting in 1948 in a wheat field in the middle of Canada with our senior producer, Olivia Rosenman.
It was late one midsummer's night in June. Irene Fullerton remembers her neighbour, Bessie May Harris, knocking frantically at their family's front door.
Someone said, "Your neighbour is pinned under a tractor and we need help. He's still alive."
The man pinned under the tractor was Bessie's husband, Cecil George Harris. He was a wheat farmer in the Canadian province of Saskatchewan.
It was dark, and a terrible lightning storm on, and raining by this time.
Bob Hanney lived on a farm nearby. He was part of the rescue party that rushed to try and save Cecil.
They were big, deep steel lugs, about a 4-inch lug, made like a A or a V. One lug must have stopped his leg from moving, so the next lug went through his waist about belt line.
In pitch black and pelting rain, they somehow managed to jack up the Case Model C tractor and free Cecil. They got him into a car to take him to the hospital, but the heavy rain had turned the gravel roads to mud. So Hanney had to use his family's tractor to tow the car to Highway 7, the main road to medical help. It was after midnight when they finally arrived at the hospital. Cecil was still alive, but in a bad way. He'd been stuck under that tractor for hours. Before he was found in the wheat field that night, Cecil George Harris had done something quite unusual, something that would etch his name into Canada's legal history and form a precedent for lawyers around the world.
Cecil George Harris used a penknife to scratch 16 words into the fender of his tractor. Those words changed the way courts across the common law world think about what can be accepted as a document and what makes a valid legal will.